This evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Cincinnati Reds. JT Realmuto looks to notch his 200th hit of the season. Coming up next. Digging in, Gene Segura. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Philadelphia.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Segura.
Bouncer to the left side. To his left, Suarez. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He had an amazing power month. He launched balls out of the park to left, to right, to center field. Impressive power. For a whole month to sustain what he did, really impressive.
Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's 5 for 14. First pitch coming. Here it is. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
At the plate, Bryce Harper, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
This guy's got a big shot at the Triple Crown. He's leading in 2 of the 3 categories and top 5 in home runs, so that's where he needs to pick it up.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Back to him on the mound. Oh, and he just throws the glove up there and snares it for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Jake Arrieta, a Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Yeah, Matty, you've got to keep an eye on Yasiel Puig. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
In is Joey Votto now. His history with Jake Arrieta. He's a .346 batter. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Arrieta has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. The 1-1 home. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
The 2-2 one more time. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Ranging back is Herrera at the track, the wall, and that one is gone. Solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. 297th of his career. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0. In now, Jesse Winker.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Behind 0-2 now. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Hoskins waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 in the inning for the Reds, and it comes on this Joey Votto homer. We'll head to the top of the second, and the Reds are staked to an early 1-0 lead. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. Wood, a former Dodger, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
And the throw won't be in time, as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Now batting, Odubel Herrera. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
Boy, talking about having a great month. He absolutely killed it last month, hitting over 400. This guy's one of the most dangerous hitters in all of baseball.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And McCutchen has himself a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes in at 262 on the year, 17 home runs and 66 driven in. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Well, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
And the tying run is in to score from third. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Row, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Standing in now, Jake Arrieta as he hits one on a line to left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. And here's a dive by the center fielder, but it's off his glove. And that's going to plate the runner from second, as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
And now Bryce Harper. Lifted down the line in left. Winker ranging forward. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On now to the bottom of the second. Phillies lead this one 4-1. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. His history with Jake Arrieta. He has 9 base hits in 40 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
2 balls and a strike to Gennett.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
So here's Matt Kemp now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game. So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. but he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
From the stretch. Fouled straight back. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And it's 1-1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Slider laid off for a ball.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Herrera is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Tucker.
Stepping in, Tucker Barnhart. His history with Jake Arrieta. The pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now, a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Barnhart, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking up around the letters. One left for Cincinnati. So stepping in, Rhys Hoskins, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. First pitch on its way. In time to first, and there are two away.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutcheon. First offering on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Puig, and it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutcheon, number 11 for him on the season, as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Two out, nobody on. Now another 0-2. Just hung in there on that one.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Here's a pop-up now. Votto is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. We played two. Into the box now, Alex Wood, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. So with one gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Peraza is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Joey Votto is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Oh, he's baffled by the curve that time for a strike.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Standing in, JT Realmuto as we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Kemp patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see, they rank down near the bottom of the NL in that department. Now to the plate, Jake Arrieta hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that 1-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
Gene Segura standing in. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Here comes the first pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 8th home run on the season for him as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Yeah, after this blast, the 3rd home run of the game, you could see why this place is known as a launching pad. Balls leave this place in a hurry. So I would be surprised if we see more before this thing is over.
Red Skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound.
Your attention,
and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening.
30, Tyler.
So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one.
Next for Philadelphia.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in once again, Bryce Harper is coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Seven runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Hard liner to center field. Waiting on it now is Kemp, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Phillies 7 and the Reds. Stepping in, Jesse Winker. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6. but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
1-1 the count. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McCutchen is under it. He's got it one away.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
So the base is empty here with one away. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. One run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're down 7-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Puig is there, 1 away.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he hits it weakly on the ground toward first. Votto charging in on it, and there's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Phillies down in order. They're on top 7-1. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs. But he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Pitch is popped up. Hoskins is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
So one away here with the bases empty. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looked to be a sinker there, up in the zone a bit, but called a strike. Called strike 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Struck him out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Arrieta's got his target. First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Harper will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. They're down 7-1. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Michael Franco. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Winker has a read on it. One out.
Now batting, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping up now, Jake Arrieta. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
First pitch of the at-bat. In the air out to straightaway left. Winker is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
Standing in, Gene Segura. He went deep for a two-run homer in his previous at-bat.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Phillies strand one. They're on top 7-1. Derek Dietrich is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Derek Dietrich.
Right side. Hernandez right there. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Jose Peraza.
And here's Jose Peraza. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit ball to second. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, first baseman, Joey.
Ready once again, Joey Votto. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
Segura has it. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning. And just like that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're down 7-1. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Anthony DeSclafani comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Catch made out there by Kemp, and there's one gone.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Throwing to second, but he'll be in there with a double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Line towards center field. Kemp is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Stepping into the box, Odubel Herrera. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out here and a runner at second. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Stretch time now here in Cincinnati. Phillies on top, 7-1. Settling in now, Jesse Winker. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and it's a 7-2 game now.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Now at the plate, Scooter Gennett. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, the center fielder, Matt Kemp.
Into the box, Matt Kemp. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he takes a called strike 1. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Harper has a read on it, and the inning is over. Reds claw back just a bit on this solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Digging in, Andrew McCutchen. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Andrew.
And he fouls this one off. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
In now, Michael Franco. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Peraza takes it in. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in now, JT Realmuto is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Peraza gloves it, and a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. In now is Yasiel Puig. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
A 1-1 count to Puig. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. In there, no balls and a strike. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, the pitcher, Anthony
Philip Irvin will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Philip Irvin.
And that sinking fastball didn't sink. It stayed high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Irvin, originally from the state of Alabama. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Now a hard liner, but foul. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Grounded back up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. It's the Phillies 7 and the Reds 2. Sal Romano enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Romano.
Nick Williams will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Hit back up the middle. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
The well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So striding forward now, Gene Segura. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
So striding in, Cesar Hernandez. Here comes the first pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Kemp is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're on top 7-2. Aaron Nola, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 27, Aaron.
In now for the Reds, Jose Peraza. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. Here it comes on 1-1. Now that's popped up. Hoskins has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Joey Votto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2. From the stretch. Line towards center field. Herrera is right there, one down.
Up next for Cincinnati, the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jesse Winker, his past line against Aaron Nola. He's just 1 for 6. From the belt, the pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Ground ball right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit.
Boy, not the way you'd like to go off an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive. 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eugenio Suarez. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it folded enough to get the swing and miss.
This is line to left. Catch made by McCutchen. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. His past line against Aaron Nola, just a 2 for 14 line, so advantage pitcher here. He's taken him deep once. Now Kemp swings and sends a high fly ball with good carry out to deep left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. And it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, how about D-Row? This is one of the better ballparks to hit it in the world. The Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Ball flies out of this place.
Great American small park. We used to watch guys like Adam Dunn and Jay Bruce hit monster bombs in this yard. I'm not surprised at all with what we saw today.
And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have bounced back from losing the opener to take games 2 and 3 of this series as this one is over. A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Phillies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jake Arrieta earns his 12th.